Hey y'all, I decided to come at the last minute to show y'all what I'm doing as my new protective style. Um, I just tried a roller set for the first time, and you can check out those. It's actually a double video of a little bit of how I did it, how I put them on, and the finished results. This time I'm doing like I don't even know what you call it. I'm just gonna do like a twist out, but I'm actually curling them on these perm rods. And for most of the back part, and really just the shorter sections of my hair, I'm using the smaller perm rods. And then, as you can see in the front, which is the longest portion of my hair, I'm using a slightly bigger size. Um, Actually, kind of double that size, but whatever. Just as long as I can get them a little bit curly, because I actually ran out of these. I need to see if I can find me some more, but um and what I did was I actually did a wash today. I used the Shea Moisture Retention Shampoo. That's about the only, well, I'll take that back. Sometimes I use the elixir, but I think I'm just gonna give it away because I really don't use that. I just use my own oil because it's a little bit too much for me. I mean, it's a little bit too greasy. Like you don't need a whole lot. But anyway, I use that Shea Moisture Retention Shampoo, and then I used good old Yes to Carrots as my conditioner. Oh, before I even washed, I'm kind of um, what's the word? I guess I'm kind of like tweaking the CG method that I've been on, and since I've been reading Chikora's book, I'm taking some of her advice and putting it in with my regular routine. So what I did was I actually um, decontangled. Lord have mercy. Detangled, dry. I actually did kind of a hot oil treatment, I guess you could say. I did use my red pimento oil too prior to, but and then I just used like my little herbal infusion, my Ayurvedic oil infusion, and did I? No, I lied. Yeah, I used that Vatika coconut mix stuff. But anyway, pretty much the same thing. I used that and as like a little hot oil treatment, but I was detangling as as I let the oil sit on, and then I actually put on a plastic cap to let it sit in some more so it could get moisturized and stuff. But what I did was as I went through, I sectioned it off in 4 sections. And I just conquered each section, individually. And what I ended up doing was putting, you see, this right here. I ended up putting like it's really a braid, believe it or not. And once again, this is why I really don't like doing the big chunky braids or twists because you see they don't hold. My ends always end up like out. But anyway, I put probably about I don't know 4 to 8, really probably more like 6 to 8, because I couldn't do them too big because they just unraveled. But big fat plaits in each section, and that's actually how I wash my hair and condition it and all that. And oh my goodness, like it took me probably maybe an hour and a half to fully detangle and braid up those sections, but it was worth it because I didn't have to do anything in the shower. And usually I'm spending all day wasting my water and all that in the shower just trying to detangle. So that really does, I mean, you think it takes a long time just to do all that, but it's worth it. And plus, I mean, according to her knowledge from her history, um, it's something that she has learned that has helped her. So, and I mean, that was my first time really doing it like that. But I really think I'm gonna stick to it, and because I didn't lose any hair in the shower. Usually I have a few strands break here and there, but I didn't see any strands in the shower. Now that I'm doing these though, I mean I am seeing it, but that I guess I don't know. It comes with the territory, I guess, or two, I guess I should be a little bit more gentle or whatever. But I mean, I usually have a little bit of shedding. I mean, that's just natural. But anyway, I'm rambling on and on. I'm gonna show you how I do this last little section. So, pretty much after I did my conditioner, the carrots, I rinsed most of it out and then pat it dry with a t-shirt and ended up putting my case yeah KCKT King Curl Not Today, and I used the Darcy Botanical Vanilla Delight leave-in this time. But what I'm doing for the styling is I'm using the Oyen Shine Define. And then I'm sealing with, it's in this, I'm still working on this sample thing, even though I bought a bigger size, but it's the burnt sugar pomade to seal just on my, well, I shouldn't say just on my ends, because I put most of it on my ends, and then as you'll see, I'll, slick it a little bit down the shaft of the hair. And then I'm trying this out. I've actually had this for a long time. It's Curl Keeper. It's to fight frizz. It's Curly Hair Solutions Curl Keeper. It says total control for frizzy hair. Not that I'm seriously too worried about frizz. I mean, I don't necessarily see that my hair is overly frizzy. Sometimes I think that adds to the volume of the hair, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Like, some people probably look at my hair and think it's jacked up, but whatever. But anyway, I'm just trying that out really to kind of use it as a gel, but not really, because I don't really think it's a gel, but anyway. But because it's really, it's actually more like an oil, as you can see. It's, so I'm only using a very little bit on the tips of my hands and rubbing it off through my hair. You'll see. So before this gets too long, and like I said, I'm using the Shine and Define, about that much, and it's still in the braid, but I'm starting at the root and just working it through the braid as I undo the braid and focusing on my ends, of course. And like I said, I already detangled, so I don't, there's no more detangling that I have to do. But I'm just going to put a little bit more, making sure I get it through there. And I'm probably going to do, let's see, maybe 3 sections out of it. So now I'm just getting some burnt sugar pomade, and you can barely even see. Little goes a long way with this stuff. But focusing on my ends, and then I just rub a little bit that's on my fingers already on the shaft of my hair. And see, when I get a little breakage, can y'all see those strands? It'd be little strands like that every so often, and I get like little strands like that on my, or pieces, really, partial strands. I can look at them, see. Okay. And I'm just making sure I'm working the product through and that there's no, tangles. And I think I'm good. So now I'm going to take the Curl Keeper. And I'm not going to be able to show you, but I just really just put a drop. Like, because I'm going to spill it. I don't want to spill it all over my computer. But then I just rub it in my hand and, on my fingers, since that's the And then I'm just twisting. And my ends feel great, but depending on how I feel and how they feel, every so often I will grab a little bit more BSP and put it on there, but it's good. And then get my perm rod, and I start kind of in the end and making sure I kind of overlap that end first, and then kind of do a spiral up. And as you see, I'm not these aren't going in any particular direction, I mean pattern or whatever, they just however they end up laying.